Well, hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics. We are selling off a Allegro 3 from our restoration corner. Now, this car would be a crime to not get back on the road. She's actually pretty much the very last of the Allegros. In fact, on a Y-Reg, I think you'll find the Maestro, which was the Allegro replacement, come out. This is a 1.3 HL with a genuine 35,000 miles. And a very important place to buy these cars is from underneath. Very solid rear valance. There's your fuel tank, which looks as if everything's always been undersealed here. The exhaust pipe doesn't look too fantastic. In fact, I happen to know that when this car was loaded onto a truck, when it was collected, the centre exhaust pipe sadly took a bit of a clout. So you would be looking at an exhaust pipe for the car. Floor pans are looking pretty good. Hydroelastic units all okay, obviously some surface corrosion over those. Tyres are a matching set of Bridgestones. It looks to have had a welded repair in this area, which is quite a common place for them to go. Otherwise the sill sections and the floor pans look very good underneath. Moving towards the front of the car, no obvious issues in regards to problems with any suspension joints. I can't see any split CV gaiters or anything like that. This engine's particularly good. It starts in the flick of a key, and in fact I'll show you it from when it's down the other side. But obviously, as you would imagine, there's some surface corrosion here and there, but importantly on all areas of the chassis and this subframe it looks like it's always been undersealed, and it is solid underneath. Now, I've taken the opportunity to put this car up on the ramp because it's something people always like to see when they're buying a car, and it would be a total crime for this car not to get restored. Now, while she's on the ramp, I'm going to ask my assistant to drop it down, and I'm going to show you that she is in fact pretty solid in the body as well. So please bear with me while it comes down. Yeah, it's not the quickest ramp in the world, this one, but it does get there. So I'm going to start while she is still on the ramp, and you can see that rear wing in good condition. A little bit of surface corrosion just starting to show there. Nothing that I'd expect to be hold. It's got its full set of wheel trims on there. Good doors, good sills, albeit they have a plastic cover over them. Good front wing, tyre, and through the front panel, quite modern on these with all this sort of rubber plastic cover on there. Let's have a look at the other side. And she is, I've got a feeling it's 1/2 owner vehicle. Very good on the back. Let's hop up here and have a look. And down this side she's equally solid. And we're going to have a quick look inside as well. A very nice contrasting trim. British Leyland refer to this interior as paprika. Let's get me light out so you can see a little better. And 35,000 miles, as you can see. Very good dashboard plastics. The seats, I'm sure, would go again. This one looks a little collapsed, so I think that would benefit from having some webbing. Let's open up the back so you can have a look in there as well. But the interior is in good shape, as is the carpets. And as you can see, this is definitely a good headlining throughout. Very pleasant inside. I don't think it would take much more than a good clean to get this looking spick and span. If you can open up the engine compartment for me. Let's have a little look under there. And you'll see that actually she's pretty clean there. Let's get the torch out again. That I think that's a slightly ambitious example of a gold seal engine. That looks more like a yellow seal engine. Not sure they ever created one of those. Very solid through the inner wings and bulkhead. Looking down to where the chassis plate is there. and it'd be an absolute shame not to see this car back on the road. She starts on the flick of a key. She does drive well, the brakes aren't stuck on, and in fact when we first took this car in as a part exchange it was fully MOT'd and was actually in use. It's just that we've had it sat in our trading barn for a little while, and it's now time for her to go on to her next owner. That's the dealer plate, Hattons of St Helens, and that's the same sticker in the back there. All nice for putting her back together. So folks, I hope this has helped show you what this 35,000 mile Austin Allegro from 1983 looks like. It's a 1.3 HL, so that means it's got the A-Series Plus, which is the stronger A-Series 1275 really that they fitted in the Metros of this era. I'm going on memory here, but I think they had a better manifold, a 4-branch, better head on these, and they created a little more powerful, and I think it was a little more power, and I think it was the best out of the range. Well, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out. Thank you.